Rich, couple of weeks on from that Toulouse win now. Just how good a night was that for the Dons looking back?
Yeah, look, performance-wise, especially defensively, I thought physically we matched them, and it's something we spoke about because of being a full-time outfit, and they get to control what the boys do throughout the week and get them physically ready for a weekend, and we don't have that luxury. But I thought the boys put in a real, like I say, real solid performance.
You mentioned about them being a full-time team. Would you say that was kind of our most complete performance of the season so far?
I still think there's more in us offensively. I think we can tidy a few areas. Still, that connection, between the halves and the edges still can be better. But we're moving in the right direction. Hopefully, for weekend we can get things right.
The 2 weeks since then in training, I'm assuming everyone's been kind of riding the high since.
Yeah, a little bit. Just it was because it was a big, tough physical game. We had a few sore bodies, so a little bit of rest and recovery, and making sure everybody's available for the York game.
Looking forward then, you mentioned York there away this weekend. What are you expecting from that challenge?
Yeah, look, they've hit some form. They're playing really well. I think probably at weekend against Widnes was their most all-round offensively and defensively best performance that they've probably produced this year. So when last time we went there, it was very physical. There wasn't much in it. I thought they just took their opportunities. The scoreline probably didn't reflect what the game and how the game was played. So we know again that they're a very good defensive team. So we're going to have to execute our opportunities when we get them.
When you look at that table, they're just below us at the moment. They've had a kind of similar start to us, but they've beat Halifax and Widnes in the 1895 Cup. Those results kind of show that we're in for another tough battle this weekend.
Yeah, look, they're a quality team, very well coached, very organised. Their shift plays, they execute their plays really well. So again, defensively, we're going to have to be the middles and the edges really connected in what we're doing. If we get that right, and post the points that we've been posting, we'll have a chance of going on to win the game.
Last season went against York, obviously that opening day at home we won away, didn't quite go our way. Obviously it's a different group and new season now, but it'd be good to put that right this time.
Yeah, look, they're a very good team at home. We know we've got to get things right offensively. We still, like I say, we're a little bit disconnected in what we're doing with the edges. Looked all this week and last week in tidying that up. So again, hopefully we'll see the rewards in that. And if we back up what we did defensively against Toulouse, it gives us a chance.
You mentioned that Toulouse game, obviously just focusing on our own squad. It was the first time we saw Jordan Baldwinson. How's he come through that and the rest of the squad?
Yeah, look, he probably played more minutes than what he expected, and for us as well. But I thought he was really solid. You could see he looked very calm and controlled with the ball, and defensively he was solid. So yeah, look, he'll only get better, and for us, another adds to the strength of the group.
Obviously, having that week off again, giving the squad a chance to freshen up again. How are they looking as a whole without giving too much away?
Yeah, look, we're confident, in what we're doing and the direction we're going in, how we're playing. You need the bounce of the ball sometimes in these games against teams that you're looking to that it's going to be close and physical, and but if you're doing the right things, that then they usually happen for you. They've got some great heart. Liam Harris is in great form for them at the moment. They've got some smart nines in there, and obviously Man of Steel in Max Shane. He's playing in the halves at the moment and doing a great job for him. So they've got great strike on the edges with the back rowers and centres. So it's going to be a real challenge, but it's always one that you're looking forward to.
With how this season's been scheduled, obviously 2 weeks on, and then you get a week off again. Now you've got 5 consecutive weekends coming up. It'd be good to go and put a bit of a run together now.
Yeah, certainly. Look, it's been a bit frustrating, and on the back of a win, you want to get into the next game. But we've had again a little bit of a week off. It probably came at a good time, to be honest, because we did pick up a few bumps. I don't know if we'd have had some of the players available if we'd have had a game, this last weekend, and but they're all good to go for the York game. So it's a bit of a blessing, but it is always nice to have them back-to-back games, so you can build momentum within the group and that consistency in what we're doing.
Looking forward to this 5-week stretch.
Yeah, certainly. There's not much hanging about, and because you feel like you're doing things within sessions just because you have to fill the time, as you say. But now it'll be everything's focused on what we need to do to get the job done on a weekend.